You don't need to break the bank to turn your place into a mini jungle, trust me. Today, we're talking about 14 affordable indoor plants that are easy on your wallet and actually look amazing. Whether you're just starting out or trying not to spend half your paycheck at the garden store, I got you. These plants are low maintenance, beginner friendly, and totally vibe with small apartments or cozy corners. We'll cover plants that thrive in low light, some that barely need watering, and a few that practically grow themselves. So if you've ever thought indoor plants are expensive, think again. Grab your coffee, maybe your notepad, and let's get into the cheapest indoor plants that'll still make your home look like a designer space. Alocasia Azlanii might look like it belongs in some luxury greenhouse, but here's the twist. You can actually snag one for under $30 if you shop smart. This little stunner is known for its deep, metallic purple leaves that catch light in the coolest way, almost like someone polished them. What makes it a total win for beginners is that it's not as dramatic as most alocasias. It just wants bright, indirect light and a bit of humidity, which you can easily get with a small humidifier or even a bathroom windowsill. Water it when the top inch of soil dries out, and it'll reward you with bold, glossy growth all year long. Plus, it's compact, so it won't take over your space. Think of it as your affordable statement plant that looks way more expensive than it really is. For anyone starting their indoor plant journey, this one gives maximum aesthetic with minimum effort. Begonia is that budget-friendly showstopper you grab when you want color and texture without spending a fortune. You can find small pots for as low as $10, yet the leaves look like something straight out of a botanical art book, swirls of silver, red, and deep green that practically glow under natural light. It's perfect for beginners because it doesn't need direct sunlight, a bright spot away from harsh rays keeps it happy. Just keep the soil slightly moist, never soggy, and it'll thrive indoors year-round. What's cool is how it instantly livens up dull corners or workspaces, adding that pop of character most expensive plants can't match. It's proof you don't need to drop big money for style. Begonia gives you the designer look on a thrift store budget, and honestly, that's the kind of win every plant lover wants. Snake plant is basically the definition of low-cost, high-reward greenery. You can find one for under $15, and it'll probably outlive half the things in your apartment. Known for its tall, sword-like leaves with yellow or silvery edges, it's the kind of plant that looks sleek in any room, modern, minimal, or even boho. It's insanely easy to care for, it thrives on neglect, surviving weeks without water and tolerating everything from bright sunlight to low-light corners. Plus, NASA actually found that snake plants help purify indoor air by removing toxins like formaldehyde and benzene, which is wild for something this cheap. It's the ultimate beginner's plant, affordable, indestructible, and stylish enough to make people think you have your life way more together than you actually do. The ZZ plant is that one low-key superstar every beginner should own, affordable, tough, and ridiculously good-looking. You can usually grab one for around $20, and once it's home, it pretty much takes care of itself. Its glossy, dark green leaves look like they've been waxed, and they instantly make any space feel more polished. The best part? It thrives in low light and can go weeks, sometimes even a month, without watering. It's basically the plant version of set it and forget it. Studies even show it helps filter indoor air, which makes it both stylish and functional. If you want something that survives busy schedules, dark apartments, or mild neglect, the ZZ plant is hands down one of the best budget-friendly choices out there. Zero drama, all reward. The rubber plant is one of those budget-friendly classics that never goes out of style. You can easily find a young one for under $20, and it grows into a statement piece over time. Its broad, glossy leaves give that lush, tropical vibe that instantly elevates any space, even if you're decorating on a budget. It loves bright, indirect light and only needs watering when the top couple of inches of soil feel dry, so it's super manageable for beginners. What makes it even cooler is how fast it can grow once it's happy. Some can reach 6 to 10 feet tall indoors, making it one of the most affordable ways to fill a room with greenery. And fun fact, the rubber plant was once used to produce natural latex, which gives its leaves that signature shine. It's stylish, practical, and ridiculously good value for what you get, the perfect mix of cheap and chic. The Fiddle leaf fig might look like a high-end designer plant, but you can actually find smaller ones for under $25 if you start with a young version. Those giant, violin-shaped leaves are basically the reason this plant dominates Instagram. It just gives any room that instant, magazine-worthy feel. It loves bright, indirect sunlight and appreciates a consistent watering routine, about once a week when the top inch of soil feels dry. What's great is that it grows tall over time, so that tiny affordable plant can eventually become a 6-foot indoor tree if you treat it right. It's one of those plants that makes people go, "Whoa, that's real," even though it's way cheaper than it looks. For beginners who want that lush, modern vibe without spending big, the Fiddle leaf fig is your ticket to a high-end aesthetic on a starter budget. Golden Pothos is basically the budget plant that never quits. You can pick one up for less than $10, and it'll grow like it's on a mission. Its trailing vines with heart-shaped green and gold leaves look amazing hanging from a shelf, climbing a pole, or even trailing from a desk corner. It's known as one of the easiest houseplants on the planet because it thrives in just about any light, bright, medium, or even low, and forgives you if you forget to water it for a week or two. It's also been shown to help clean indoor air, removing toxins like carbon monoxide and formaldehyde, which is wild for something this affordable. If you're new to plants or want something that makes your home feel instantly lush without any stress, Golden Pothos is the definition of cheap, easy, and effortlessly gorgeous. African violet is the little plant that proves beauty doesn't have to come with a big price tag. You can grab one for under $10, yet it blooms like it's showing off. Those velvety leaves and clusters of bright purple, pink, or white flowers bring a cheerful pop of color to any space, especially small apartments or office desks. It loves bright, indirect light and prefers room temperature water. Just keep the soil lightly moist and avoid splashing water on the fuzzy leaves. What's impressive is how often it blooms. With proper care, African violets can flower several times a year, even in winter when most plants take a break. It's compact, easy to care for, and rewards you with vibrant color all year round. Basically, a low-cost mood booster that turns any dull corner into something special. Chinese Evergreen is one of those underrated gems that gives you premium looks at a super affordable price, usually under $15 for a solid-sized plant. Its leaves are beautifully patterned with shades of green, silver, or even pink, making it look like something straight out of a designer plant shop. The best part? It's nearly indestructible. This plant thrives in low light, doesn't mind inconsistent watering, and stays lush even when neglected a little. It's perfect for apartments, offices, or any low-light corner that other plants refuse to tolerate. Studies even show that Chinese evergreens help purify indoor air, making them both beautiful and practical. If you want a stylish, long-lasting plant that doesn't ask for much and still delivers major aesthetic payoff, this is hands down one of the best budget-friendly options you can buy. Orchids might look like luxury plants, but if you know where to shop, you can easily score one for under $20, and that's a serious deal for how elegant they look. Their tall stems and exotic blooms instantly add a high-end touch to any room, almost like living art. What's surprising is how low maintenance they actually are. They thrive in bright, indirect light and only need watering about once a week. They prefer airy, well-draining soil like bark or moss, which helps prevent root rot. With the right care, an orchid can bloom for up to 3 months straight, and those flowers come back year after year. That's serious value for the price. It's one of those affordable indoor plants that gives off expensive taste, energy without draining your wallet, perfect for beginners who want something classy but totally doable. Peonies are often thought of as fancy garden flowers, but here's the cool part. You can actually grow them indoors from bulbs for under $15, and they'll reward you with massive, fragrant blooms that look straight out of a bridal bouquet. They love bright, indirect sunlight and prefer well-draining soil that stays lightly moist, not soggy. What makes them a solid budget choice is their lifespan. Once a peony plant settles in, it can keep blooming for decades with minimal care. And when it flowers, it's pure magic. Layers of soft petals in shades of pink, white, or red that instantly lift any space. Even when it's not blooming, its lush green foliage looks elegant year-round. For beginners wanting a plant that's both affordable and timeless, peonies are a surprisingly low-cost way to bring a little luxury into your home. The spider plant is hands down one of the best cheap indoor plants for beginners. You can grab one for under $10, and it'll practically raise itself. With its arching green and white striped leaves, it adds instant life and movement to any room, whether hanging in a basket or sitting on a windowsill. It thrives in indirect light and only needs watering once the top layer of soil dries out, making it a total win for forgetful plant parents. What's even cooler is how it multiplies. Spider plants send out little babies on long stems that you can snip off and replant, giving you an endless supply of new plants for free. NASA even listed it among the top air purifying plants, which means it's not just affordable, it's healthy for your home too. If you're looking for a starter plant that's easy, fast-growing, and budget-friendly, the spider plant checks every box. String of Pearls is that quirky, budget-friendly succulent that instantly steals the show. You can find a small pot for around $12, and it'll grow into this gorgeous waterfall of green beads in no time. Its trailing strands look like a living necklace, making it perfect for hanging planters or shelves where it can show off. It loves bright, indirect light and only needs watering every couple of weeks since it stores moisture in those little pearls. The cool part? With good light, it grows fast and even blooms with tiny white flowers that smell faintly like cinnamon. For beginners who want something eye-catching but low effort, String of Pearls is an affordable way to add that modern, Pinterest-worthy vibe to your space without spending much or fussing over it. The Jade Plant is one of those timeless, affordable indoor plants that practically pays you back in good vibes. You can pick one up for under $15, and it'll stick around for years, even decades. Known as the money plant, in many cultures, it's believed to attract prosperity and good luck, which makes it a fun and cheap addition to any home. Its thick, glossy, oval-shaped leaves store water, so you only need to water it every 2 to 3 weeks, perfect if you tend to forget. It loves bright, indirect sunlight and can even handle a few hours of direct light without complaint. Over time, it grows into a small tree-like shape that looks far more expensive than it really is. The Jade Plant is basically the reliable friend of the plant world, low maintenance, long living, and effortlessly classy on a budget. And there you have it, 14 affordable indoor plants that prove you don't need deep pockets to build your own indoor jungle. Each of these beauties brings something special to the table: color, texture, or just plain good vibes, all without draining your wallet. Whether you're a total beginner or just looking to expand your collection on a budget, these plants are the perfect mix of low maintenance and high impact. So go grab a few, get your hands a little dirty, and start creating your own green space that looks expensive but isn't. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more plant inspiration, and drop a comment below telling me which of these affordable houseplants you're adding to your home next.